Hello everyone, Civic Extraordinaire here, and you guessed it, we're back for another Civ update video. This time we're breaking down the December update. This is definitely a shorter video, capping in at roughly 4 minutes, so I hope to give you guys a quick breakdown. You responded very well to the last video, which is on Humankind, so expect to see some more content out for Humankind either late this week or the following week. And as always, if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. But without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hello Civ fans! Welcome to the Sid Meier's Civilization 6 developer video for our free December game update.
We'll be revealing our latest free game feature and highlighting a few of the balance changes and AI improvements you can expect. Those of you who are active on social media might even recognize some of these tweaks as community requests.
So sit back, relax, grab some eggnog or a coquito, and join us as we walk through what's next for Civilization.
The new feature for the December update is the city-state picker. Now you can handpick your favorite city-states when you create a game. Simply navigate to Advanced Setup and decide if you'd like the default random selection of city-states, or if you'd prefer to pick a custom list featuring only the city-states you choose. This is a
Alright, so I know a lot of people have been requesting this feature, especially those that like to min-max stuff. So if you can get like Nalanda and with Babylon or whatever and rush Eureka's, I know a lot of people were looking forward to something like that, just to see how fast they could game the system, basically, and rush victories. I know people who specialize with other civs like Spain or Georgia or the Congo who like relics and have a religious focus. We'll be looking for city-states like Candy. So all around, I think this was a safe choice for the Civ team to go for. It was to be expected, and they kind of already had the framework for this after the Natural Wonder Picker. So I'm okay with this change, but it wasn't specifically one that I was requesting because I'm not really one to game around with the systems. I'm usually fine with the city-states that are in place unless they're just notoriously bad ones. But again, this is a fairly safe change.
great way to increase the chances of running into a newer city-state you might not have played with before. It also gives you another way to control some of the game difficulty. Do you want to pick only science-boosting city-states to help you achieve a science victory? Or do you want to prevent any science boosters from appearing to make your playthrough a bit more challenging? The system is similar to the Natural Wonder Picker we introduced a few months back, except the Natural Wonder Picker allowed you to select less than the standard number of spawns. For city-states, you can move a slider to change the minimum number of city-states that will appear.
The December game update will also feature some balance changes for previous content we've released this year, like updates to the ley lines in secret societies and preventing Byzantium from receiving free cavalry units from pre-existing buildings in cities it captures.
So something the secret societies needed, especially the Hermetic Society, which was by far the weakest one, at least in terms of how often you could get ley lines, was updating the ley line spawn rate, of course, and then messing around with some of their yields because sometimes they skewed too much towards one specific great person. Sometimes they skewed another way, so it was very random, and I'm glad to see that they're paying attention to secret societies. However, I'm hoping for some tweaks to the Maya gameplay and some of the weaker civs. They have noticeably been left out. Aside from civs like Scotland, a lot of the weaker civs and the underrated civs have not had that much attention going forward, so I think that definitely needs to be addressed.
Other changes only affect Gathering Storm content. We've done a significant balance pass on social policies and on the tech and civic boosts. For example, we've changed the number of great people points granted by a number of policies, and altered various population requirements and adjacency bonuses. On the tech and civic side, we reduced the boost requirements for professional sports, capitalism, industrialization, refining, electricity, advanced flight, and advanced ballistics. We also made some changes to...
Alright, let me just go back here. Okay, so I think she just said we reduced the boost requirements. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure she's implying that the Eurekas were made easier to get, and if so, that gives Babylon an even easier chance to get at Russia's science victory or something like that with domination, where you can just pump out advanced units. So that is a bit concerning that they would make this even easier to get. Or I just misread that incorrectly and they reduced the turns. The wording they use is a bit off, but if I'm hearing this correctly, and they did reduce the Eureka requirements, that is very concerning, and I don't know what they were thinking, but I'll hold out for the patch notes just to get some clarity on that.
Advanced ballistics. We also made some changes to information area boosts. Some of the tweaks that affect all rule sets include combat changes. For example, melee units will now receive a smaller bonus against anti-cavalry units, and the combat power of the thrust promotion will be reduced.
There are also some balance changes to it.
Okay, let me get, I just want to address the cavalry real quick. That is, I don't know why you're still there, okay. That is a tiny bit concerning, just considering that the thrust bonus was reduced. I don't remember the initial combat bonus, but I guess it's to balance out the fact that melee units deal less damage now against anti-cav, so we'll have to see how that factors out. Anti-cav are supposed to be, and by anti-cav I mean anti-cavalry, they're supposed to be the cheaper units, so obviously they're not going to be good at everything, but they have definitely been the weaker unit, aside from a few uniques, throughout Civ 6 and I think through Civ 5, so just seeing some more attention paid to them is good. But I'm not too sure about thrust. We'll have to see that again when the patch notes are released.
Be reduced.
There are also some balance changes to a few of our great people in all rule sets. For example, we've increased Da Vinci's culture bonus to workshops. Also, to better differentiate the abilities of Einstein and Isaac Newton, Einstein's bonus will now apply to research labs, while Newton will continue to buff universities. We're also excited to reveal our latest AI improvements. AI leaders are now less likely to make demands if your military is stronger or if they're doing badly in a war. You may also be pleased to find a Stop Asking Me button that you...
Okay, this feature in specific was definitely one of the most requested features, even more so than the city-states and the Civ ban option, which is probably going to be included eventually in future updates. But being able to just tell civs to stop asking and to screw off is a wonderful option, and I'm just surprised it hasn't been added sooner. I think that's all I'll say, but this has been a lifesaver, so that's just great to see.
You can use if a particular civ is pestering you with demands or requests. We've also created some additional considerations behind the cost for peace and given your computer opponents more logic around the raising of cities. This will be especially useful for the AI when playing against civilizations with strict bonuses to cities and city locations, such as the Maya.
Again, a lot of these changes were influenced by you, our players. We are always inspired to see how many people love this game as much as we do, and also love discussing all of its details as much as you do.
Civ fans, you're the best fans in gaming.
We are so excited about our upcoming content and can hardly wait to start sharing the specifics with you in January.
We hope you stay healthy and happy as we ring in 2021. And cheers!
Okay, so I don't know if this is just a subtle teaser to the alternate economies mode, which was leaked in a README file, I believe before the Babylon update, roughly in October, I want to say, or November, but just a little bowler hat he's wearing, and I think the figurine he was kissing here, they gave him an odd amount of time just to kiss the figurine. I don't know if they're teasing something, possibly a game mode after alternate economies, but that is interesting. Maybe they're just being nice and I'm overanalyzing this, but
and cheers!
I'll just let the video play.
More
Year.
Okay, so what is interesting is that unlike all of the other previous updates, is they have not released a release date for the update. They have done that in all of the other previous update videos, I believe. So this could be an update with significant changes released later in the year, or later in the month. of December, which it is definitely going to be released in the month of December, but the lack of a release date probably means that it'll be released around the 20th or even later, like the 25th. It could be released on Christmas. That's entirely possible, just to go along with other Christmas sales like I know they love to do on Steam around the holidays, especially like Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So perhaps they're pushing the update towards Christmas just for that reason. But this has been Civic Extraordinaire. I think that is the rest of the video. I just wanted to get this out quickly and provide my commentary. So if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please stay safe. All right. See you guys. Civic Extraordinaire out.